Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the Technical Trader, and it's Monday, March 15th. These are the charts of the day. Lots of goodies out there. Let's take a look at them. ALKS, gapped up today along with AMLN, as they're both involved in the same drug, and the FDA they got some positive approval today. It gapped up, ran, and closed near the high for the day on heavy volume, up $1.80 or 14.74% on 7.3 million. Checking back on the chart, you'll see that's the heaviest stock volume this stock has traded in years, maybe 4 or 5 years. So this is a significant price volume surge that basically has now taken out the March 09 high and is headed towards a quick run. It looks like at 16.5, my short-term trading target, and then beyond. AMLN similarly gapped up, broke out of a trading range, and closed right on lateral price resistance on a heavy 29 million shares today. That also is by far the heaviest volume traded in the stock in many years, if not forever. Closed right on resistance. A run here could get this stock into the low 30s, but my short-term trading target is 27.5 area, and then followed by intermediate target around 34, 35 zone, which is up against the 08 highs. Clean energy fuels continues to run in a beautiful rising channel, breaking out of key resistance 3 days ago. The stock is sitting here in a mini flag, and as volume dissipates and technicals hold up reasonably well, I expect the flag is broken. The stock moves up towards the 25.5 area, my short-term trading target. China Valves Technology, CVVT, as you can see, is after running up in February, consolidated nicely for about 4 weeks, popped on Friday and today, backed off, but came on again and closed right near the Friday level on heavy volume, and this stock looks like it's headed for a run at the 15.75, 16 zone, my short-term target, and then beyond. FNSR, acting very well here and moving steadily higher off of the 9.5 area in February, has reached 14.90 today, closing at 14.81, up 83 cents, nearly 6%, 3.3 million. Quite heavy volume, the heaviest volume we've seen in months as well, going back to at least October of last year. Some minor resistance at around 15.75, 16 should be reached shortly, but my intermediate target is at the 21.75, 22 zone. Houston American continues to act phenomenally well. Junior oil stock ran in February from 8.5 to 15, backed off a nice bull flag, held the moving averages, and popped today 81 cents, 346,000 shares with the heaviest volume in about 9 trading days, nearly 2 weeks. I expect the stock could accelerate, particularly if it gets to 15. My short-term trading target on it is around 19.20 zone, intermediate target in the mid-20s. IPXL doing very well. Also accelerated today, jumped to 74 cents on nearly 1 million shares, the heaviest volume in about 2 weeks, broken out of a little mini flag here, is headed to the top of the channel, which comes in around the 18.5 area, about a point from here. But it looks like this could accelerate further. A beautiful long-term rising channel. If it breaks out of this rising channel and starts to accelerate, we could see a move that takes it to the low 20s. Next up is PLX Technologies, which has been stepping up. Broke out, flagged, and then broke out of the flag on Friday. Today it had kind of an inside day and held its gains for the most part on lower volume, but it appears to me that this stock is headed for a juxtaposition type move up towards the $7 range short term, and then beyond that 8+. Pixelworks, PXLW, looking similar to PLXT, is just broken out of a flag on Thursday. Got an inside day on Friday on lower volume, and then today popped another 38 cents or 8.4% on the strongest volume in 2 weeks. I expect this stock is going to break it to the top and then through the top of the channel to get to around the $6 range, my short-term trading target. Longer term, a beautiful long-term rising channel in place. Lateral resistance up in the 11-12 zone is my intermediate to longer-term target. RINO had a good day today and a big, more significant technical day. Let's take a look. You'll see that after coming down hard in January, the stock based out, double bottomed around 18.25, ran up to the moving averages, backed off held support and then came on Friday and then again today. Today's again $1.75 or 7.3%. 2.25 million shares, the heaviest volume in 2 weeks. Looks like this stock is cleanly broken through lateral price resistance, back above the moving averages. At this point, we may see a run that takes it up towards 29, my short-term target, and a 32.5 area, my intermediate target. UFPT also doing very well after the huge price volume surge and breakaway gap 2 weeks ago. Kind of flagged in this range for a few days. Today it popped 75 cents or 7% on 161,000 shares. Doesn't sound like a lot, but that's big volume for that stock. There is resistance around 12, which I expect it to reach the next day or two. Beyond that, looking for a run at 14, 14 and a half. Vanda Pharmaceuticals also had a big day today. Scrolling in, you'll see that the base pattern that developed over the last several months was broken with a strong volume surge. Stock paused on Friday and it's resumed the advance today, jumping 39 cents on 1.5 million. And at this point, looks like a run up towards the 15.5 area is my trading target on it. Westport Innovations, we haven't mentioned in a while, but after pulling back in January and early February, the stock then bounced back up to resistance and backed off and formed kind of a cup and handle here, broke out with volume, and has been advancing steadily for the last week and a half. Looks to me like at this point, having reached new all-time highs, potentially the top of this beautiful rising channel up in the mid-20s is going to be my longer-term trading target, intermediate target at 2021. Lastly is ZOLT, which is a Zoltech. Long, beautiful base pattern developing here. The declining top line was broken on Friday. The stock advanced another 11 cents today. Not a lot, but it did have a follow-through day instead of backing off. That's a positive. I think the stock makes it up to retest the 11.5, 11.40, 50 zone short term, maybe as high as 12.5. If that's broken and we get a breakout of this base pattern, I would look for a move up towards the 17, 18 range for Zoltech on an intermediate basis. Those are some ideas starting off the week. I'll talk to you later on. Bye-bye.